To us, cars mean freedom. It's the first sense of freedom that we ever really get. That first time when we pass our driver's ed class and go out driving alone for the first time. It's the first time that you have the opportunity to just get in your car and go anywhere. It's about the freedom to travel places that you've never been before or see something you've never seen before. The opportunities are endless, and it all started with that turn of a key. Cars are a form of self-expression. My cars are my identity. It's who I am. That way, when I modify my car, it's an extension of my personality.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wow. It's lovely to be here in beautiful Kraków. So today I'm going to talk about one of the hottest topics of the year, urban mobility. Of course, blockchain is also one of the hottest topics, but we really don't know where it is. Just a bit about myself. So I lead the team at Zify. It's an instant and dynamic carpooling application for urban mobility. And it started off in September 2015. And since then, we went from 0 trips every day to over 3 million successful trips in the last 1 year. So I'm a natural storyteller. And as any good storyteller, the story is incomplete without good characters. So today in this speech, I'm actually going to introduce you all to a very good friend of mine. She's actually from Paris, and she's famous across the world. Now, unfortunately, she couldn't be here because for unknown reasons. So ladies and gentlemen, please meet my friend, Miss Mona Lisa. Her existence into the 1500s really changed how people looked at art. Now, imagine if Mona Lisa would have happened in 2017 or in 2000. How would that have looked? But before that, there came another man, Mr. Benz, who changed how we move across the cities today. Let's go back 100 years ago. If Mona Lisa would have happened in the late 1900s, it would have looked something like this. If 2017, maybe like this. So, is it really the end of car ownership? How is urban mobility as a service going to shape our future? Now, many experts have given you a lot of opinion, a lot of insights, but I'm going to share some of the opinions or some of the insights that we have received by execution in our product. You see, the overall car industry or the automotive industry is over $10 trillion worth. It's nearly $4 trillion worth of consumer debt, which is needed, which is in the market today where most of the vehicles are financed or on EMIs, the insurance, the car servicing, the people employed in this industry. So I don't think so it's going to be that easy to completely wipe out this $10 trillion industry, which is actually growing very fast. Till today, in 2018, more cars have been sold across the globe than it were sold in 2017, the whole year alone. And if you spread these numbers across the globe, for every 1,000 people, in the US, there are over 797 cars. In France, it's 578. In Poland, it's 537. I mean, as a matter of fact, that little tiny country over there, New Zealand, they have 712 cars for every 1,000 inhabitants. Guess how much cars are there in China? 84. Guess how much in India? 18. And these two countries, China and India, the first and the second most populous countries in the world. You see, car ownership is not a liability, it's a feeling. For many people, it signifies progress. It defines their personality. And it definitely gives you a sense of freedom. So if we look at the emotional part of it, I don't think so the car ownerships are going to go away. Definitely, they are going to get reduced, for sure. But when we actually drive our cars, we don't think about the cost or the problems. We are looking at the experience, the roaring of the engine, the breeze in our hair, the facilities provided in the car. It's extremely, extremely difficult to go off. But when we have to go to a fuel station or get our insurance or find a parking spot, that's when the pain point comes in. So definitely people want to drive cars, but they don't want to own it. Why? Not because of cars, but because of these services. So these are some things which we looked at while running Zify, and as a carpooling company, what happens is we have to bridge the gap of financial incentive for the drivers. Many people said, hey, we do want to carpool, but not because of the small monetary benefit that we are raising. So at Zify, we looked at how we could reduce that, how we could increase the financial benefit for our drivers. And this is something what we are working with Zify. So for the drivers, for the car ownership, we are building an ecosystem of services which comprises of other necessary services as part of car ownership. See, it's all about bringing the cost down. As a matter of fact, yesterday I saw a video which talked about, how autonomous cars or driverless cars are going to change the future, right? Mr. Ford, in one of his speeches, mentioned that even with 1 million electric vehicles on our road, it's still going to be a traffic jam. It doesn't change the fact that the more it is available for everyone, people will buy it more, there will be more traffic jams and everything. The key thing here is we need to look at resource utilization. So this brings to a very important question in our mind. Are you going to look at car ownership as a mode of transportation or as something which defines your personality? Now, the future, as per us, is definitely not owned, but it's shared. So even if you look at autonomous cars or any sort of a vehicle ownership, unless and until it does not make it financially viable for everyone, it is going to be reduced. But you cannot remove the fact that it's a $10 trillion industry, and it's not going anywhere very soon. We don't know the future in the 50 years, but at least we can see or predict how things are going to turn in the next 5 years.